The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits. Merry Christmas, y'all. We're going to take a look at some NFTs today. First one we're going to bring up is Angry Ape Army. Did a video about a month and a half ago when before they were cool. Where are they at now? 5x. 5x maybe way more on your money. Did anyone join us on this? It's going to keep going up. How about the next one? The next one, I didn't even put the name of here, but this is one that we called out in the Discord that 5x'd in 24 hours after we talked about it. In fact, I told the group when I was selling around here, and looks like we got the top. That's good. Now, I want to clarify something real quick that, like, I'm not totally 100% into these NFTs for the money, right? It's nice to know that I can invest in stuff that I think is personally really cool, but can also make money at the end of the day. Rad. Like, I accidentally sold one of my Angry Apes. I didn't even think it was going to sell, but it sold, and I was like, wow. Okay, so that one's gone. I went ahead and replaced it with a different one. But this project we're talking about today is reminding me of the ape one just because it's like really cool and not like anything else out there, right? First off, the team here is doxed. What does that mean? We know who the dude who's running it. Some Canadian bloke, eh? He's like a serial entrepreneur guy, right? And he's diving into this. He obviously understands art a little bit because he's showing some atmospheric stuff going on with the picture of him. That's cool. So what do we got? Let's dive into the art. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Are we apes? No. What is that? It's like a mutated egg thingy. Okay. We get that, but as y'all might know, eggs can usually hatch and turn into what? Maybe something that looks like this. So what if they started doing something that you basically buy the egg, and then once it finally hatches, like, you know, over a couple days, however long it takes, I don't understand the timing of it yet, you end up with something like this. I think this character here, it looks like a half-breed octopus, lizard, turtle, frog thing. And I absolutely love it. So I was looking for NFT projects that are just like anything undervalued on this channel, right? Before they're cool. We try to get into stuff before it's cool. This is one of them. We're super ground floor here. They have the first mint going on tomorrow. Well, today, Sunday, the 26th. Okay. And then they have another mint like the next day. So we're right at the floor here. Right at the floor. You can still get whitelisted, I think, even for it. So that's rad. So what are we getting? We're getting these characters. They're going to make it so it's like verified. You know, they're going to start having like check marks on people's social media accounts. So you can't just right click on these JPEGs, right? It's going to be doxed. So they're going to be pairing up with even like Twitter and all that, Facebook. You can use it for that. But here's the deal. It's one of those metaverse plays too. So we're going to get a game where we can use this character, whatever it's going to be. I don't even know. This dude's got like a staff with some Indian Mayan looking feathery stuff on it, maybe some sort of like orb thing at the end. I don't know. It looks super rad. I love the art here. The next one here has what looks like to me a flamethrower. Who doesn't want a flamethrower, dude? I don't know. There's gonna be varying rarities with these, like most of these projects, but like you take like this dude here, I mean, even look at his skin, you know, all the reflective light from the pink coming off it and all that. Compare it to like 95% of the stuff on OpenSea, this thing smashes it. That's what I saw in AAA Apes, right? That's what I see in this thing. A massive, massive future getting into the ground floor. This thing here is maybe a rare one, I don't know. But he's got some like neon light up space boots. I don't know what this thing is in one of his hands, but it looks like maybe like a laser beam gun thingy. And I don't know what this is on the other hand either. Like maybe he's supercharging and pulling something out of this. It looks like a vacuum to me though. So it looks like he's like pulling something from there and then going to shoot something out with that. I don't know. I think it's hilarious how they got big bellies too. Are you going to get like a super jacked ripped one and like bigger ones and fat ones? That's something we don't often see, right? Is weight, varying weight. Is there any NFTs where we see varying weight? I don't think there are. I haven't seen any. So I think that's hilarious. So you got the funny, cool factor. You got the metaverse thing all in this. you got whatever this vacuum thing is. This actually reminded me of Coneheads. Y'all ever see this movie? They're like half aliens or whatever, but she's using herself as the vacuum. That's what this reminded me of. I was cracking up. I was like, this is so funny. I think they got, it's a smaller team. I think they said about like 5 people running it. The first drop, though, look at this. Limited supply, 555 tokens. So 555 maybe egg thingies. Like, I think this is another egg that we're going to be getting. They're like hairy ones, different colored ones. They eventually like grow stuff out of them. Maybe you get a weed. Maybe you get a flower. I don't know, man. Maybe a slug will pop out. I don't know, man. We're sitting super ground floor on this, and I love it. Yeah, so priority mint. That's basically like whitelist mint. You might be able to still get in. You got to join the Discord. I got a link at the very top of my website there. You can get on the 28th, okay, is when they're saying that is. And then the public mint. So they're doing that like the priority whitelist mint. So they're probably going to give you like 24 hours to mint. That means you can maybe like pick and choose when you're going to buy so you can get a lower gas fee. Because this is going to be on Ethereum. And as you know, Ethereum is really expensive for gas. Like they charge you just to use Ethereum, right? So that'll give us a bigger window probably with that. And when you do the public mints, usually gas prices go up because people are all trying to buy at the exact same time, right? Where it's not so limited. So that's really rad. I like that they're doing small supply. I like that they're like benefiting people because you're going to be holding for a long time too. So that's neat. It's going to be on OpenSea. So that's like the number one place you want to be is OpenSea. That's where all the big boy stuff is at. The mint price is 0.075 ETH, which is nothing. 0.075. Okay. Projects that might be like similar. There's those rabbits that just came out. Then there's those bears. Did I even do videos on those? I don't know if those were just in the Discord or not. But like those are sitting at like a half ETH. So those are sitting at like 0.5 ETH. You can buy this at 0.075. So even if you get to 0.5, you're over 5xing your money. And like, let's say you sell one at 0.5, that paid for all the rest that you bought at the beginning. Like say you buy maybe like 5 of these right off the get, which I'm planning on doing, right? I'm going to get me at least like 5 of these, right? Maybe sell one when it gets to half an ETH, and then the rest of the 4 or whatever, I'm just going to keep till maybe it just keeps going. Like those apes sitting at 2.5 or 3 ETH right now, right? That's just crazy, y'all. It's just insane. This has got a big macro picture too. It's not just like, you're getting a picture and that's it. I really like that. I think it's really dope. There is so much information. It's probably too much information, right? The guy has done a great job. Who's leading it. He's really transparent. You can reach out to him on his social media, right? And on the Discord thing he's got. But basically you're given like a token. Okay, let's call it like a token. That's going to get you the first drop. Okay. Then there's going to be a second drop with 5 different tribes of these. So then you get the classification thing. Okay. So that's really cool too. So people are going to want to get into the first one. Why? So they can get access to the 5 different ones coming that you can pick what tribe you want to be in. I want one of every tribe instantly, don't you? When I know there's 5 different tribes, I already know I want one of each tribe. Why wouldn't I? These are things you're going to get too, like these like this loot box thing, right? I don't know how they're going to divvy this up or whatnot, but you're going to get it, and then maybe in a certain amount of time or something, if you hold the stuff, I don't know what the timing is going to use, let's say a month or something, it'll all of a sudden get filled with what? With something like this, whatever this thing is, direct trade for tribe egg plus gas fee. So allocation of ecosystem coin, long-term holder rewards, what you're going to get on this. So I don't know what that entails. Maybe it's going to be like weapons or a motorcycle we can ride, or cool glasses, or maybe like a different skin. Like we can paintball our skin up to make it look tie-dyed or something, tie-dye ourselves. And then there's like legendary ones you end up getting, direct trade for tribe egg. So you can like trade these things too. So all these little individual tribe eggs, mid-tier rewards that include apparel. Okay, you get apparel with this one, trait and asset drop. So traits, I don't know, maybe they do a dance move and drops, so you're gonna assets, whatever those might be. Priority mint privileges. Okay, so if you get the rarer ones, you'll be able to mint the next ones before other people too. So maybe lower gas fees, and then you're like totally insured, and you know you're gonna get the next drop that's coming if you start at the top. And then it goes down from there, like more rare stuff. They got like VIP access, physical rewards. Who knows what that could be? I mean, right off the bat, I'm thinking, dude, we're going to get like a figurine, like a real 3D figurine that like maybe has NFT in it. You can scan it and that like comes with your NFT too. How rad is that? They're saying like with this legendary one, you even get character drops. So you're going to get dropped maybe a sidekick to hang out in your metaverse, or to hang out, or like maybe you get a parrot that you can like ride on your shoulder or something. Remember, 5 tribes. When you decide to mint a character, you will choose. So you can choose the tribe you want by choosing an associated egg. So you choose the egg that belongs to the tribe, whatever. And we don't know what the tribes are going to be yet. You know, cowboys, Indians, mutants, whatever they're going to be. Once all 5,555 eggs are minted, the eggs will hatch. Okay, so that's how the eggs hatch, and reveal your tribe character with its assets. You know, so it's coming with an assets, like come with that staff thing or those moon boots and the vacuum thing, whatever that is. I don't know, man. The flamethrower maybe. There's tons of info here about the food, predators, appearance, character traits, psychology of it. Like, this is going to be a crazy big thought out game. That's why I like it, man. You get people into these things and they get intrigued. So characters brought me in, and then the rest of the stuff completely ended up selling me. So we're pairing up with Leapin. Have you heard of that? Leapin Metaverse. Totally legit. Here's a place, NFT that's already pairing with them here. Check this out. So we can expect maybe a metaverse that ends up looking like this. That looked crazy, dude. Waterfalls and big old castle and flying ships and Neverland, bro. Who doesn't want to take that character and walk around Neverland, buy, sell, battle, I don't know, build stuff, skateboard, who knows? Here's more stuff that's been built in Leapin, the universe we're going into. See, and the reason I like these plays, like if you buy the NFTs, the reason I like playing metaverse stuff like this, because this is also like a side play on Leapin. So we're technically investing in Leapin when we're buying this egg character or tribe member or all 5 or whatever, right? So I'd much rather invest like in this thing where people can get like emotionally attached to this thing. Anything that's got eyeballs is really easy to get emotionally attached to, such as these characters. I want that character. I want them in pink and purple and every other color in the rainbow, man. All of them, right? I want every single one of them. But then I can come and play this game. I'm sure they're going to do like things what like AAA is going to do, like the Monkeys Above, where like you can like lease your character out, let other people play with them. So like say your nephew can't afford to buy X amount, $1,000 figurine like above, but he could afford to play maybe an hour a week. Well, what if like I rented my dude above to him for whatever, I don't even know, put a time on it or something, an in-game currency, or maybe it would burn like the Leapin token. So he would rent the character to play in this metaverse. Who wouldn't? Look at this jungle right here. I was like, dude, this jungle looks so insane. Here's another picture of it. I want to walk around in this. Who doesn't want to play a game where you walk around in this? And if you don't have the money up front, you can like rent or lease the characters from someone. I'll get a cut, and then the people who are making it are getting a cut. I don't know. There's more info on like the tribe number 2, the goo. It's kind of funny, right? I like the funniness to it, the humor. So like these, like they're saying like, okay, it's going to be in the egg phase for 0 to 5 months, and then naked stage for 6 months to 15 years. I don't know if that's like real lifetime human years. Like, we're going to be naked for 15 years? I don't know about that. I mean, I like talking people into holding stuff, but that just seems insane to me. But I'm all for it. I'll walk around naked in the universe as this frog octopus thing, I guess. Yeah. But remember, above it also said like once everything is sold, then your egg will hatch. So I think that's why it's saying like egg phase 0 to 5 months. So technically, like your egg could hatch when it sells out, which could be in a day or whatever, 5 days or a week or maybe 20 minutes. With that small a supply, I don't see how these are not going to sell out real fast. But like on the site in the Discord, like they go through the different appearances and stuff that each class, each stage is going to have, right? Each goo stage, small humanoids with 4 arms and have 2 legs that are very calm creatures that usually do not attack but have a very well designed defense system. Crystals, tails for defense and offense, traits and psychology, man. This is like, there's so much work that's put into this. I don't know how long and how many hours they've put into it, but it's crazy, right? Coming here down here, so one of the artists they're grabbing, and they're kind of doing what like the Triple Apes have done, is they're going to grab like multiple artists. They already have people, they already have like 5 people, right? But they also already grabbed this dude, Miguel Gorilla Lopez, Mr. Gorilla Lopez, Wango Ware, huh? Wago Ware? What? This guy is an artist for who? Stuff like Barbie. Y'all heard of Barbie? How about The Simpsons? How about Family Guy? So we got this guy, and he's actually pretty well known. I looked him up. He's going to be designing, there's a whole nother like class called the Monster Squad. So look at this. We have tribes 1 through 5 that are going to be different. I'm pretty sure those are the ones that are like pretty much done. And then we have like the Monster Squad, which this dude is only doing. So maybe like the Monster Squad is going to be where we have like the guest artist appearance, or maybe this guy's going to be Monster and then we're going to have like Cyborg, that's another artist. I don't know, but dude, I love this stuff, man. I'm all about it. So we have the Simpsons ties, the Family Guy ties. And here's some of the concept art they're talking about for the Monster Squad. I'll let you figure out why I love this, but at the end of Ochado's life, they turn into a mineral statue and need to be thrown into the ocean to perpetuate the cycle before the solidification is complete. What does that mean? It's kind of the same thing. Like we're starting off as a egg or whatever, and we're hatching into what looks like an octopus half-breedy type things. Heck yeah, dude. So this is some of the concept art this guy has done. So I don't know if like these guys are going to be mutants that will like go against these guys as good or evil, or maybe form alliances with these dudes, or like maybe like there's small ones you can put on your shoulder or whatever, like have one in a backpack you can walk around with and like send them go do cool stuff. Hey, go grab that from the tree because I can't reach it, or something like that. This dude also worked on this here, which I thought was really neat. I've never heard of this before, but it's called the Barnyard on Nickelodeon. But you know, just some of these characters you can take a look at, kind of the style he looked at doing. So we know we're going into like the Leap-In metaverse. He's also talked about Sandbox, Sand, and Somnium. Haven't heard of that one. The developers at Leap-In have been great to work with. They're already working with them with the metaverse stuff. Confident it will be one to contend with. So rad. The dude actually has YouTube videos. Who's running this thing? Never ever seen that before.
So here's how it's going to work. You'll get one NFT, and then you'll have an option whether you want to trade it and burn it for a drop 2, or you can hold it. And if you decide to hold, then you can trade or burn for a drop 3. And again, you'll have an option to hold it, so on and so forth for the continuous drops. Now, if we talk about the utility, so there'll be 555 drop 1 tokens. Let's say 5 people decide to trade and burn for a drop 2. Well, now there's 550 left holding. Again, 50 purchase a drop 3, so now there's 500, and so the numbers will continue to reduce depending on who's holding. You mint and continue to hold will gain significant long-term value. And those of you who choose to trade and burn will get a character and traits. And as you mint those characters or buy on secondary earlier in the project, the characters will be more and more rare. So as the project goes on, we'll be releasing more characters, larger quantities to get more people involved in the game. So the sooner that you get into the project, the more valuable your NFTs will become. So you can see drop 2 will be in the 5,000s. I don't know what the following drops will be, but as an example, they'll increase as time goes on.
So that makes sense to you? Basically, we're getting rewarded for getting in cool and holding long term. So if we get in at first, we get priority to the next drops, because we can always like trade one of our eggs for the next round, so we get guaranteed access to buy before it's cool, before it goes to public sale. Because a lot of times they'll sell out like that. You don't get it, and then they're instantly 2 to 3x on the market. That's how this stuff works, dude. Especially on a rad project like this. So that's rad. You have all that stuff that's going to want to keep people holding these. Fantastic. Then, look at this. So he was also saying, remember I was saying there's some humor in here, that there's like a backpack that maybe one of the tribes is going to be able to get that's going to be full of Red Bull or energy drinks. And they can, like, I don't know, you're like the medic of the game, right? Oh, I'm just feeling drowsy, or I need more energy. Like, you can go to the medic Red Bull energy guy and like grab a Red Bull out of his backpack and pug it real quick, and then you're all jacked up on Mountain Dew, man. What do you think? I think it's awesome. And then he said, he wants to focus on like half super funny, half super cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. He said even like the staff, remember the staff above? Like, it looked like some crazy tribal thing with like some mystic thing going on, rad. But he's also saying like there's ones that are going to have a lollipop, like a big, huge lollipop staff. So can you imagine if you're trying to hit something with your lollipop and like the top of the lollipop starts like chipping away as you're like gradually hitting it? I think that's hilarious too. I'll take it. So there's more information down here on the website. You can come read how to get into the whitelist priority list thing. We got almost no time to do it, but get in if you can. The public sale will be, the next couple days or whatnot. Come read it down here. Let's get into this part though. So one thing that that this art reminded me of is a guy named Jim Henson. If you don't know who that is, he's the guy who did all like the 80s and the 90s puppet stuff, like anything from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, the movie, okay, my favorite, on up to stuff like Sesame Street, Kermit the Frog, maybe Cookie Monster. It reminded me of all that. And what was hilarious to me, by the way, rest in peace, he's not with us anymore, is there's a new project that his son has taken over Jim Henson Studios, right? So his son is launching this thing called Ned Talks. More information about it here. All I gotta say is the art reminds me of the dude above, and this is not even released yet. All right, so it's not like this project like copied them or anything at all. But to me, this is really similar looking, kind of in the same vein. But here's one of the characters here that reminds me of him. And so this is coming from Jim Henson Studios. This is the type of stuff that, people are going to fall in love with it. I just absolutely love it. So here's some of the characters on that. I could see stuff looking like that. We'll go back to this dude. It reminds me of Ninja Turtles a little bit too, so I'm super pumped about that. They also have this video here. Space guy. Infinity sign. You see that? Bus stop. So if you missed it, that was a package coming to the space guy. But this looks, this is 3D, right? But look what's in the crate. This looks like a flamethrower right there, and then something else. So, dude, I'm guessing we're getting spacesuits, and I'm guessing we're getting those flamethrowers for sure, but spacesuits and flamethrowers, and an open world video game that looks like those other things. Dude, I'm all for it. So again, easiest way to find it, just come down to my website, click it. I'll put a link. It's below the Angry Ape stuff right here to join the Discord if you want. Easiest way to do it. There's so much information. Like I said, they also have a website. The website's totally good, legit. and the name of it is Naked Eye Project. And how he got the name for it is he was saying, like, it reminded me of like science class, like there's always something deeper than you can see with your naked eye, right? Like a flower looks really cool, but when you put a flower in a microscope, you start seeing similarities to all sorts of other things, right? It's a whole different planet. Just like when you go from in the sea to out of the sea to land to water, it's a whole different world underwater, right? Change of perspective. That's kind of what he's saying. Like there's going to be way more to this than just this character. But to me, even that character, I'm all for it. I'll just buy it because the character. But then all the other stuff, and then all this other stuff we don't even know yet, and getting in ground floor, I was so happy to find this. All right, we're going to move on to another project that we have talked about before. But it's still what I think is undervalued, and I might call this maybe the most undervalued NFTs if you're looking for those. This one is Crypto Walkers. This was and is the first full 3D, fully rigged, ready for metaverse games and all that, and that is coming for this. We got like a arcade version coming and then a metaverse game coming for these guys, but you own this, right? Anyways, you can buy them for cheap still. They're still undervalued. They're not cool yet. They had kind of like the run up right after sale, you know, like everyone's excited, so they're buying, and then it just is doing that first dip down. And I think they're pretty much floored out like, you know, not going to go any, they could go a little bit lower. But at the price they're at now, like you can buy them like around 0.12 or less ETH for these things. I think they're pretty rad. Again, it's kind of like the same thing with the one we were just talking about. Like I think it's a good mix of like lots of humor, but then you got really cool factor stuff going, you know, like he's not afraid to use a selfie camera stick because he's trying to be funny, right? Or leopard pants, you know, but then there's like serious side stuff like lightsabers and axes and all sorts of random other stuff, you know. So this is another project. Go check these out if you want. These are on OpenSea for sale before it's cool. You know, I don't see how these won't be 0.5 to 1.5 ETH at some point. And then imagine if ETH keeps going. Past that, back to the apes, AAA. Y'all heard of this guy? He's actually really well known in the whole art and NFT realm and all that. Guy's smart, he's cool, and humble. Kenshiro, you heard of him? Talked about him actually once before. Anyways, if like you can't afford to even get an ape anymore, which might be because they're really expensive now. This guy's giving one away if you put in a little work. So, are you an artist? Do you know someone that is? It's like, man, I would love getting NFTs, but I just can't afford it. I'll tell them to bust out their pens and pencils because this rad dude is literally just giving one of these away. And by the way, he is not like, yeah, I think he's just doing this. Like, they're not like, AAA is not paying him to do this. This guy, you know, he owns probably a lot of these monkeys. He owns all sorts of stuff. He's well known, right, in the art field. I'm sure he owns a bunch, but he's just giving one away, literally. And not only that, it's a really rare one. I can't imagine what this thing is actually worth. A lot of money. $5,000, $10,000. And all you gotta do is, what? Every time I draw, I can't help but be humbled by the amount of talent, skill, and dedication it takes artists like J. Park-Manshi to create the Angry Ape Army. Doing a giveaway for the best rendition of the below ape to be submitted in comments. Current ape floor is 1.5. It's actually like 2.5 ETH. So draw your best rendition, or maybe, you know, it doesn't have to be, he's not saying like try to copy this exactly, but do something with this guy, like maybe put him in a rad setting or something. Everyone knows an art friend, dude. Send this to him. This is crazy, dude. $5,000, $10,000 worth of an ape. This suit is super rare. I'll tell you that right now. All I gotta do is draw some. He's showing one here that someone already submitted. You know? Why not? Go all out though. There's lots of artists out there, I'm sure, trying to compete. Yeah, here's one down here. Sick. You know? Why not? Any other NFT project you think are worth it that aren't cool yet? Good luck finding any. It takes me a really long time to handpick these. Do you like the ones we're going with here? Naked Eye Project. I love it. I love these characters. I want them all. Are you going to mint with me? Flamethrowers, astronauts, lizardy people. I love it. Thanks for watching the video, y'all. If you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friend, it'd be greatly appreciated. Y'all take care. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.